The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2 to 3, Hunter Frito, got it! Ball gets inside for Bjorkman. Bjorkman inside, dunks! Parker Bjorkman, a shot! Block on front, they score! They score! They did it!
Something's coming. Something's coming. Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming. Let the games begin. I done paid all my dues. I got something to prove. All in, nothing to lose. I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Let the games begin.
And a very good evening. Welcome inside Chaska High School. We're nice and warm in here, but outside it's a blizzard. So glad that you joined us here tonight on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'm Ryan Paul, joined tonight by my producer Andrew Newman and cameraman Justin Bach. We are bringing you Metro West Conference basketball tonight from Chaska High School. Chaska Hawks coming into the game with a 15-3 record. Benilde St. Margaret's comes in with a 6-11 record. Check that, Chaska with a 12-5 record. We have the girls' record up there from our last broadcast, so that's an error, but we'll fix that as we go along here tonight. Getting ready to tip things off here, Chaska and Benilde playing for the first time this year. It is the Chaska's last game through this first round of Metro West Conference games. Chaska's Cole Nicholson and Dylan Dries for St. Louis, or for Benilde St. Margaret's tip it up. Chaska wins it back, and we are underway here. Tuesday night basketball outside. Right now we're a winter storm warning. Lots of snow falling outside. We are here bringing you the game. If you've decided to stay home tonight, thanks for joining us again. Ryan Paul with you here. First possession for Chaska goes empty with a traveling violation. Red Knights bring it down the floor. First up for them is number 20, Isaiah Smith. Smith comes down. Gives it off for number 44, Nick Peterson. Peterson over for Dries in the wing. 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Chaska. Nicholson comes ahead for the Hawks. Over to Coleman, now to the corner for Frick. Zach Leah is dressed tonight and is expected to play, but does not get the start. And he's been out the last couple games with an ankle injury. Here's Cole Nicholson now, pushes into the corner. Sophomore gets now out. Nicholson, 3, good. Cole Nicholson for 3, game's first point. Up the floor, Nick Peterson, the junior, hands off for number 21, Nick Bierklund. Off now for Smith. Pushed away into the far wing for Peterson. Now Zach Carden. Number 30 out there, junior. Benilde starts 4 juniors and a senior. Dries the only senior out there. Peterson on the near side. To the hole, a block by Frick. Chaska comes down, here comes Nicholson. Hawks have numbers. Coleman returns it right to Nicholson. Driving in, Nicholson loses the ball out of bounds, but they say it was tipped off for the Red Knights. And we get a stoppage. 3-0 here early. Nicholson with the game's only points. Light crowd on hand tonight. One of the lightest I've seen in a long time. Obviously that has to do with the weather. Now Carino's on the far side, foul line extended. Gets it up top for Coleman. Now back to Nicholson. Into the corner. Krinos traveled. Two turnovers for Chaska early here. Peterson down. Pushes back off for Smith on the elbow. Carden drives, elbow jumper is long, boxed out by Jack Frick. Krinos pushes, corner for Coleman. Back up top, Krinos. Here's Nicholson now. Krinos, a 3-ball, a little too short. Forward by Smith. Smith up across the timeline. Swung away now into the corner before being returned back out to Dylan Dries. Birkland. Back off for Peterson, the junior. Now to Smith. 15:07 in the first half. Dylan Dries averaging just over 15 a game for the Red Knights. Carden on the wing. Throws it out of bounds. He's looking for number 21, Niels Birkland, but Birkland ran away from it. Turnover and give Chaska the ball back. Krinos hands off to Coleman, who will run the one on this possession for Chaska. Frick off to Krinos at the top. Into the corner, Coleman steps in, pushes back out. Krinos passes up a 3. Over to Nicholson now. Here's Jack Frick. Krinos. Nicholson posting up, backing down. Dries kicks into the corner. Frick, 3. Buries it. Jack Frick for 3. Now at the other end for the Red Knights. Nick Peterson off to Smith. Swinging it around. Smith back with it. Carden. Dries the only senior on the roster with the exception of Quentin Strew and Will Jonda, who both start on the bench tonight for John Moore and his Red Knight squad. Smith. Dries. Jumper no good. Coleman throws it to an unexpected Spencer Getz. Frick saves the day though for Chaska. Here comes Nicholson now driving in. He's fouled. And it'll be the game's first free throws. No, they call it on the floor. Dylan Dries called for the game's first foul. If Chaska can get him into foul trouble, they'll be sitting pretty good. Dries Benilde's main source of offense as Brady Nicholson checks into the game, as does Zach Leah. Back out of the floor since injuring that ankle a couple weeks ago. Nicholson fights for a pair. 8-0 Chaska early here. Peterson pushes across. Carden. Peterson backs down Krinos, fades away, goes up for the hook, and gets Benilde's first points of the basketball game. Nick Peterson for 2. Krinos, corner 3. Bang! Clock shooting well to start here. Dries. 3, good. Dries was an EP kid up until high school. Came to Benilde. Plays basketball and baseball. His brother Derek was also a basketball and baseball player. Krinos, another one, it's good. Under 12 to play, first half, 14-5. Chaska up on the board here. Smith at the top, Benilde still with their starting 5 on the floor. Cross-court pass, Peterson steps inside, spins around Krinos, fades away. Good defense by Krinos to force a contested shot. Now Leo pushing, looking pretty good on that ankle. Nicholson returns it out to Leah, now into the corner for Frick, who's seen a lot of playing time since that Leah injury. Brady Nicholson backing down on against Carden. Carden reaches in on him and is called for a foul, his first. Ben Coleman will check back in and give Jack Frick his first breather of the basketball game. We'll see our first sub for Benilde as well. Walker Johnson out of the floor for the Red Knights. Coleman saves a backcourt violation, gets it away to Krinos. Now Brady Nicholson backing down. Tried to spin it in, but got 3/4 the way down and trickled out. Birkland. Down low, Smith fouled. Coleman guilty of Chaska's first foul of the game. Smith on the year, just under 8 points a contest. Up and good with the first one, 14-6. Chaska on top. Two for two for Smith at the charity stripe. Chaska inbounds quickly, Nicholson in the backcourt. 11 minutes to go, first half. Here from Chaska High School. Krinos on the near side. Off to Nicholson. Nicholson spots one up. Can't get that to fall. Smith stripped as he came out with it. Benilde gets it back. Birkland off to Dries. Dries a three. It's good. Dylan Dries a couple quick 3 balls. Benilde with a 4. Now to Krinos. Bounce pass. Nicholson. Got it. Good basketball from Chaska. The freshman, Brady Nicholson, seeing solid amount of time this year. He's going to be big for Chaska in these next 3 years. Leah strips Smith, fights for it. Now Nicholson comes down into the corner. Krinos, spot up, long. Box out by Peterson for the board. 10 to go, first half. Leah, hand defense against 42 Johnson. Leah still playing good D against him. Johnson, the 3rd leading scorer on this Benilde roster, again just under 8 a game. Back outside now, Birkland. Nearly throws it away. Dries is able to recover though. Birkland. Walker Johnson. Back away to Smith. 9:20 to go. Benilde trying to get the flow going. Johnson looked like he walked with it. Play on. Smith passes away for Dries. Red Knights slowing things up as we approach 9 minutes to go in this first half. Johnson on the outside, streaking is Smith. Good screen set there by Birkland, and Benilde gets a hard-fought 2 points out of the possession. Back to within 4. He calls out a set as he jogs up, gets it to Brady Nicholson on the elbow, who pushes away for his brother. Now back out to Coleman, spot one up. That's ugly. Just off the backboard, rebounded by Benilde. John Moore screaming for a timeout from the Benilde bench, and he gets it with 8:22 to go. We'll step aside. Hawks up 4 early on Benilde. out of the Benilde St. Margaret's timeout. It's a 16-12 Hawk lead on the Red Knights. Again, Ryan Paul with you here on this snowy Tuesday night. Last year it was the cold temperatures. This week, treacherous snow. Even getting here was a task. Usually about a 6-minute drive, if that, between the, if you're familiar, the Pioneer Trail Road closure, which from the sinkhole, and now this horrible snow. It took me about 20 minutes to get here. Dries down low. Frick tapped it away. He comes away with it. Good play by the sophomore. Crino's a good look. Another one goes about halfway through and falls out. Across the 8-minute mark here. Dries, open look from the corner. That's a miss. Chaska comes back down. Nicholson on the far side. Driving in, kicking. Leah, 3. That's good. Chaska spreading it out tonight from beyond the arc. 19-12 Hawks. Credos forces a pass out of bounds. Benilde will retain. Smith quickly off the inbound, pushes away for Berkman. Dries cross for Johnson. Now back into the corner. Dylan Dries, an open look. That's good. Dylan Dries can knock down if he's open. Despite that 6'9" size, the tallest player on the basketball court, solid from outside the arc. Frick for Chaska now, spins it into Nicholson on the baseline. Backing down, Nicholson has a size advantage, and he gets it easy too. Back to a 6-point game. Peterson. Johnson. Hesitant to go with that left hand. Leah giving him space. Doesn't take it. Johnson drives and he's fouled. Called on the floor. 6:27. Couple of subs for the Red Knights. Derek Sandifer and Carden check back in. Dries, another open look. Frick gets a hand up, but he makes it. Dylan Dries. 12 points early here, all off threes. 4 for 5. It calls a set. 6 minutes and change to play. Nicholson. Back off to Frick. Frick shoots. That's off. Rebound by Smith. Getz tries to pick a pocket. Smith gets away. Now Carden, a corner 3. That's good. Tie basketball game. 21 all. Good flow so far. We got a late start because Benilde their bus didn't drop him off here until about 10 minutes before we were supposed to tip off. But per MSHSL rules, you get 20 minutes to warm up regardless of situation. So we didn't start until about 7:25 local time. Nicholson throws one up. That's no good. Leah steals a rebound. Krinos tries to spin it in. Can't get that to fall though. As I was saying, we didn't get underway, but with the snow, Benilde probably didn't get here till about 6:55. They stayed in the locker room till about 7:05, 7:10 before they finally got out on the floor and the warm-up clock started. That's why we're coming to you late tonight. Gets down low, count it. The chance at 3 the old-fashioned way for Spencer Getz, the sophomore. Chaska breaks the tie, jumps back on top by 2 for the time being. Gets to complete for 3. Just long, rebounded by Johnson. Sandifer off to Dries, trying again. That trickles out. 4 for 6 from beyond the arc for Dylan Dries. 4.5 to play. First half of basketball here from Chaska High School. Here's Zachlia. Pushes off, trying to go ISO. Tapped away by Zach Carden. Now Nicholson down low. Scrapping for a couple. He falls. Loose ball. Finds its way to Leah. Into the corner. Creno's open. Just off. Nicholson up with the board. Hits that to fall. Took a couple tries, but Chaska gets points nevertheless as we cross the 4-minute mark. Walker Johnson, far side, guarded by Leah. Back off for Peterson. Carden backs down for Standifer. Standifer down low, that's a miss. Gets squares up for the rebound. 3:25 in the first half. Getz takes in. Off to Leah. Boom! Back Leah for 3. Creno's the assist. Dries at the top, looks for a pass. Under 3 in the first half. 28-21 Chaska, Dylan Dries. 12 points off 4 3-pointers. Down low, Peterson gonna get a traveling call. Tried to pivot, a little too much. Not gonna get away with that. Leah. On the near elbow, Nicholson trying to force one away to Getz. Gets it back and takes 2 points for himself. Cole Nicholson puts Chaska up by 9. Johnson back away to Peterson. Now back to Dries. Dries cuts. Carden. Outside the arc. Now to Peterson. Leah with a steal. Here comes Zachlia. And go up off the glass. 2 points. Zachlia. Chaska back up double figures. Looks like he may have re-aggravated that ankle. Keep an eye on that. 1:41 to go in the half. Dries in front of the Chaska student section. Carden. Johnson. 90 seconds left. Dries fades away, no good. Getz gave the rebound up to Nicholson. Scrum forward at half court. Getz gets it away. Chaska's Frick for 3. Boom! Hawks back up 14. Peterson back to Johnson. Now Carden on the outside. Standifer. Under a minute. Before we hit halftime here, Zach Carden pushes away to Johnson. Down low, Dries streaking good for 2. Found his way under the Chaska defensive core and got a quick pair, pulling Benilde back to 12. 31 ticks left just before we hit halftime in a extremely quick first half. Only 5 fouls called the whole time. Hawks gonna hold. 10 seconds left. Leah's gonna go. John Moore barking out signals. Krinos fires with 2 seconds left. No good. Horn sounds. And we've hit halftime. Chaska leads Benilde St. Margaret's 35-23 in a very quick first half. We'll come back from Chaska High School, play the final 18 minutes. You're watching Hawks basketball on CHPN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Welcome back to Chaska High School. Ryan Paul with you here. Chaska, after 18 minutes of play, leads 35-23 on Metro West Conference opponent Benilde St. Margaret's. As we get going here, I want to remind you that this Friday is elementary night here at Chaska High School. Chaska and Jefferson playing at 7 o'clock. Love to have the youth and future Hawks to celebrate. We have many fun activities. 6:30 there will be a 10,000 Shot Club Kids recognition and halftime Papa Shot as well. Elementary students get in free to the game with a paid adult. That is all this Friday. 10,000 Shot Club recognition and elementary student night here at Chaska High School for Hawks in Bloomington Jefferson. Come on out and support. Our next broadcast, while we're talking about it, will be this Thursday from St. Louis Park Recreation Center. Hawks play Benilde St. Margaret's in boys hockey. A big one in the Metro West Conference, and also a big one between ranked teams. Myself and I believe Greg Erickson on the call for that one. Hope you'll join us at 7 o'clock on Thursday, assuming we get that game in. There's a chance we get snowed out again on Thursday. We with the blizzard tonight, and then we're supposed to get more snow later in the week. So, whole schedule available at watchchbn.com. After half of basketball, Cole Nicholson leads Chaska in the scoring column with 11. Dylan Dries has a game-high 14. Got assistance from 4 3-pointers in that first half. Smith drives to the rack, can't finish though. Nicholson the board for Chaska in the all-purples. Leah starts out this second half, gives it away to Krinos, who passes up for Nicholson. Nicholson to the rack, good finish. Falls hard, but gets back up. And just around 2 minutes into the second half, Hawks have the first points. 37-23 lead. Peterson. Benilde right, left to right now across your TV screen. Peterson inside. Good defense by Chaska. Frick with a steal. Slowed up though. Krinos now, a bullet into the corner. Leah a tray. Boom! Zach Leah for 3. Timeout, John Moore. Short timeout. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Chaska a big 15-27.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Quickly back out of the timeout. John Moore needed a quick chat. Quentin Shrew checks into the game for Benilde St. Margaret's. First time we've seen him on the floor tonight. The final senior onto the court for the Red Knights tonight, and we are back in action with 15-27 to go. It's a 40-23 Chaska lead. Got a quick whistle, and Nicholson has blood on him for the 110th time this year. I don't know if it's his blood or somebody else's blood, but there is blood on Cole Nicholson's thigh. Stops the game and gets a quick sub. Dries wanted the pass down low. Went away from him though. Now Peterson. Back off for Walker Johnson. Johnson with a spin move. Now check that, it's Peterson. He misses though. Then Coleman comes away with the board. Here's Jack Frick now, far side. Up to Leah on the Hawk. Gets. Krinos wide open. That's too easy. knockdown shooter like Connor Krinos puts Chaska up 20 points. Jack Archer, if you're watching, you know what that means. Drew drives and he's fouled. It's the first foul of the half. It's only the 6th foul of the game. Frick's first personal foul. Quentin Strew for 2 at the free throw line. Nicholson harassed as he crosses the timeline. Gets it right back though. 14:06 in the game. Greenholmes comes across. Chaska still holding on to hope for the Metro West Conference title. Need a win. Need a win against Benilde or against St. Louis Park. All right, blank. St. Louis Park later in the month. In order to keep that hope alive, Hawks have won the Metro West Conference title 3 of the last 4 years. Lost to Cooper last season in that final game of the year for the Metro West Conference title. Strew on the outside for Benilde. Walker Johnson, no good. Board by Coleman. We'll get a whistle as that's going on, and it'll be Chaska ball. No, it'll be Benilde ball underneath. I think they're going to get Getz for an illegal box out. And they do. You may be wondering why the stripes are back out on the court tonight for the officials instead of the NBA-style referee uniforms. After talking with the officials before the game, I learned that it is not a requirement this year that you wear the new MSHSL uniform, so this veteran crew decided to go with the old-fashioned stripes. And then, as Jimmy Perrone pointed out on Twitter, next year, officials will be required to wear the new gray and black officiating uniforms. Benilde needs a little sense of urgency here with 12 minutes left. Strew drives, gets a miss, running off a whole lot of clock for nothing there, down 18. Frick to the hold, gets the bucket. Good move by the sophomore. Chaska back up 20. Peterson, now he pushes over for Johnson. Back up top for Strew. On to the far Hawk. Sandifer there. 12:09 to play. Johnson entry pass, streaking. Peterson. Good for a pair. Krinos picked up by Carden in the backcourt. Puts him on his back. Krinos knocks it down. And that will get the crowd fired up. Wow. Smiles all over the place for Chaska.
Go back to the locker room.
Chaska students having a field day with that one, to say the least. Now Krinos has a hand in Carden's face. He drains it, so back and forth there between Carden and Krinos.
Flip it, flip it.
Now Nicholson down low, foul, tries to spin it through, can't. Nicholson still has some blood on his shorts. I'm surprised they haven't taken action on that. Looks like they've patched up whatever was bleeding on his leg, but still a good mark on his shorts. The officials letting him play through it though. Usually they'll make sure all the blood's off. 48-29 with 11 and change. Standifer kicks off. Birkeland, no good. Loose ball. Nicholson comes away with the board. Crossover inside, up with the right, can't get it to go. Nicholson with 11 back in that first half for a team high. Peterson spins inside, not even close. Rebound by the freshman Brady Nicholson. Cole takes the baseline, kicks outside. Leah, open look, short. Board snagged by Peterson, who pocket pass up ahead for Dries. Dries gets down to the opposite side for Johnson, who backs out. Johnson, a catch and pass kind of a guy. Not looking to do much on the offensive side of things. Hawks going to try to wear it away at this clock. 48-29 lead. Wouldn't be surprised if we start to work in the bench here soon. Foul and an offensive one. It's going to go against Chaska. First time we've seen that call tonight. Standifer runs it out again. Benilde not pushing too urgently here. Birkeland drives. Birkeland off the glass for a pair. Here comes Krinos. Rolls off a screen. Nicholson wide open on the wing for a tray. That's short. Didn't follow it. Nicholson's shooting woes continue this season. Pull up J knocked down by Derek Standifer. 48-33. Just under 9 to go. Coleman being face guarded by Standifer. Pushes away to Leah, who quickly resorts to Nicholson. Nicholson was bodied as he drived. Brady checks out. We'll see Spencer gets back onto the court for Dana Coleman. Nicholson catches. Say, spun around on the pivot. Smith to the hole, no good. Nicholson on the boards. Sparse crowd here tonight. Wasn't expected to be exactly a barn burner. And you mix that with the probably half foot, if not more, of snow. Loose ball on the rebound almost found its way through the cylinder. And we get a foul on the box out. Leah's second of the night. Frick places Coleman on the floor for Chaska. Walker Johnson. Outside, Standifer. Down low, Dries catches at his ankles, fades away and buries that. Dries for a pair. Back to 13. Nicholson on the wide block. Flies in, never had a good grip on it. Can't get the layup to drop. Leah tries to block a Johnson attempt, but instead it's 2 points, and Chaska calls timeout with an 11-point lead. It's been cut by Benilde. We step aside with 7:07 to go. We return from Chaska High School here on CHBN. I'm Ryan Paul. Want to remind you, this week's schedule, remaining schedule on CHBN, we got another 3-day closeout to the week. Thursday, boys hockey, a big one in Benilde. I'll be on the call for that. And then Friday, we're back here for boys hoops against Jefferson, and then on Saturday, boys hockey. I believe that Saturday is senior night, or Saturday afternoon is senior recognition for boys hockey. We'll have to confirm that. Pass tipped out of bounds here. We've got 6:55 on the clock. So I hope you'll join us the rest of the week here on CHBN. Watch chbn.com. Also available on any device that supports YouTube, so that includes a lot of smart TVs now. Contact down low, they get Krinos. Wow. Chaska fans up 11, giving the referee their opinion on the matter. Under 6.5 here. Smith at the top, crosses against Leah, spins inside, travel, yep. Benilde gonna press here. Down 11 with 6:04. Nicholson is jumped on by Derek Sandifer. 5'7" sophomore is Sandifer. His first of the evening. Frick on the near side. Chaska trying to seal this one. Frick for three, short. Scraps for the board, a tie-up. Possession to Chaska. Good play by the sophomore, Dana Coleman. calls time. With 5:41 to go, it's Chaska 48, Benilde 37.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Coming out of the Chaska timeout, second half with 5:41 to go here in Metro West competition. Down low, Cole Nicholson, spin move. Good bucket around Dylan Dries. 5.5 to go. Sandifer knocks down from the elbow. Benilde's still going to apply some pressure. Krinos on the wing, down low, Nicholson. Up, looks like he was held, and gets the ball right back, finds Leah. Leah's hacked on the way up. 11-point game, Leah going to try to expand on that with a pair of free throws here. 4:51 on the clock. Leah returning from that absence with an ankle injury. Looked like he may have re-aggravated it in that first half, but he seems to be walking just fine. He was on crutches for a couple days, and then went just to a brace on that ankle. Can't finish the back end. Down low, Smith fouled. Count it. So Benilde not going quietly. A 10-point game for the time being with a free throw from Smith pending. Sub looked like he checked in after the ball was given to the shooter, so the horn sounded while the ball was in the hand. That's what we're discussing here. I doubt we're going to let him... Oh, no, the referee just held up 2 fingers as if it was 2 shots. And now he changes it to 1. Unless there was some kind of a violation. Well, now it is 1. So it's a 9-point game. Benilde's still going to apply pressure here, down single digits. Krinos gets it on a offensive side and gets a bucket to fall. The fresh haircut. 4 minutes away. Connor Krinos for a pair. 4:20 now. Derek Sandifer fades away. Missed the rim completely. Leah. Krinos. Bounces back. 4 minutes left. Krinos picked up by Birkeland. Nicholson off the glass for 2. The 5:42. And now a timeout from John Moore. 3:46 to go. Timeout on the floor.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset.
I'm Connor Krinos, and you're watching Chaska Hawks basketball on CHBN.
55-42, we're coming out of the John Moore timeout for Benilde St. Margaret. 3:46 on the game clock. Chaska looking to ice away a victory here and remain with just one loss in the Metro West. Halfway through this conference schedule, Hawks will start all over again on Friday against Jefferson right back here. Frick going against Sandifer on the box out. Out of bounds, Benilde the call. Three and a half to go in a somewhat gloomy Chaska High School gym to describe it best. .322 to go, and it's another and one opportunity for Benilde. This time it's Walker Johnson, who's been somewhat quiet this evening. Good. Hawks need an inbounder. Krinos will do it for him. Benilde still on the press. Benilde always a very fundamentally sound team. John Moore does a good job of coaching his team up. Johnson a three short, and they're going to get Niels Birkeland for wrapping around Frick's head. So in a first half that only had 5 fouls, we're up to 13 in the second half. Krinos and Leah go across. Now you got Frick in the corner. He drives inside, gets it back though. Krinos sees an opening. Pushes off, sophomore Jack Frick. Now back up top to Zach Leah. 2:55. Krinos all by himself. He's hacked on the way up. Walker Johnson caught him with a body. This is first of the night. Both teams with 7 team fouls this half will shoot 1 and 1 at least the rest of the way. Don't have him mic'd up tonight, but I wanted to give a shout out to Andrew Newman, who called the Chaska Richfield game. Was it Friday? Was it Friday night, Andrew? Yep. He's on production for us tonight. Did a good job with Landon, who's also hanging around here somewhere. Those two had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed that, as well as our girls basketball coverage. Sandifer called for another foul on the box out. .236 on the clock. Frick at the line, 1 and 1. .58-45. Two for two for the sophomore, and get a substitution. Zach Carden back onto the court for John Moore and Benilde. Johnson passes inside. Peterson off the glass. Good for 2. Red Knights not letting Chaska run away with this one. Ball falls all the way into the corner, and we get a whistle. I think John Moore thinks he's been teed up. Instead, it's just a delay a game. I think John Moore was about to have a heart attack, thinking he got a technical. Krinos stripped in the backcourt. He's dragged down by Sandifer. Wait, couldn't have made that any more obvious. Third on Sandifer, and it's number 9 on the Benilde team. 2:13 to go. Crino's with the 1-1. Good on the first. Chaska breaks 60. Two for two on the bonus. Standifer. Crossing against Frick. Fades away. Blocked by Frick, the sophomore. Now Standifer scrapping for it, but I think... Oh no, they do call for a jump ball. Man, I thought they were going to get Sandifer for reaching in. Yeah, really handsy there with Frick, as they got tied up. Possession arrow favoring Benilde. Dries fades away. Nicholson the easy rebound. Under 2 to go. See how Benilde plays this one out. Leah bounce pass. Kicked it away. I don't think he was expecting it. Wasn't ready to receive it. Standifer from the corner. Off the back iron. A good box out down low. Zach Leah going for it against Nick Peterson. They say it got last touched by Leah. Leah in his return from that ankle injury. 8 first half points. Looks to be moving all right. Crino's off the Benilde miss. Gets it off to Getz. Chaska needs to get across. 90 seconds left in the game. Whistle and a 10-second violation. Seemed kind of quick, but they call it anyway. I don't think I'm the only one that thought that was a little quick. Tip pass, Peterson off the glass for 2. Quick timeout by Benilde. They've got one left after this one. 1:24 on the clock. Should be able to finish this one out pretty quickly after we come back.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies.
I'm Zach Leah, and you're watching Hawks Basketball on CHBN.
Coming out of the Benilde timeout. 61-49 contest here at Metro West play. 1:24 left on this snowy night in Chaska. Glad you've tuned in with us. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. For our crew this evening, Andrew Newman on production, Justin Bach up top with the camera. I'm Ryan Paul saying thanks for watching. Nicholson hobbles away from a off-ball foul. And it's number 10 on Benilde, so we will hit the double bonus. And it'll be Nicholson, averaging just over 20 points, 22 points per contest. Hit the first one. Two for 2. Standifer up across the timeline. Benilde, after really not pacing well in the beginning parts of the second half, is now finding themselves in a bit of a rush to get some points here. See if they foul. 1:11 to go. Lee almost turns it over. Getz keeps it in. Get it away for Coleman on the near side. 1:04 on the clock. Chaska pulls it out. Jack Frick gets it away to Krinos. Krinos dragged down and another vicious foul. 55 4/10 remain. 14-point game. Hawks shooting well from the charity stripe tonight. Krinos puts him up to 64 on the board. .48 seconds left. Walker Johnson. Foul. Probably less than 100 people on the Chaska side left in the stands without the students being counted. Benilde probably right around, let's say, 25, yeah. Hawks students with a pretty good showing tonight, assuming they had to brave the harsh road conditions. Chaska band in house tonight. Always good to have them here. 15-point game. Benilde should let this one run out. Zach Leah goes up off the glass, makes it 17 with 35 seconds left. Standifer pushes away to Peterson. Half a minute remains as people reach for their coats. Chaska going to come away with victory number 13 on the season, move to 6-1 in the conference. And we get a timeout by Benilde St. Margaret's. With 17 seconds left in a 67-54 ball game, a Benilde St. Margaret full timeout, and we'll step aside. .17 seconds left. Benilde just called their final timeout. And Chaska up 67-53. This one should be over with here, unless Benilde decides they want to foul. They're still applying pressure. Leah gets it to Krinos. And now he gets it off for Leah. 10 seconds left. Bounce pass up to Frick. 8 seconds left. Benilde should let this one run out. Ben Coleman gets it off for Krinos, and it is going to be a final. Chaska wins this one, third win in a row for Chaska. And it is conference win number 6 on the year for the Hawks. Next Hawks basketball game will be this Friday against Jefferson. Then we will travel to Cooper on the 12th before hosting Minnetonka and a rescheduled game on Valentine's Day. Next Hawks CHBN broadcast Thursday night from St. Louis Park. Hawks and Benilde in a monumental Metro West Conference hockey showdown. Myself and Greg Erickson will bring you coverage from that. On a snowy night, we're glad you've tuned in here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. For my crew this evening, we got Andrew Newman down here doing the production, Justin Bach with the camera tonight. We say thank you for tuning in. Hope you'll join us later this week for more Hawks basketball and hockey coverage. Have a good night, everybody. Soar Hawks.